The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
3-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the 49ers are going to get a first. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 14. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Pass complete.
No gain on the play.
But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No yardage.
Okay.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Eason to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
49ers 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Out of the gun now on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Mostert, the ball
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun is Eason. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Throwing is Eason. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Colts 14, 49ers 10. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Niners 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Eason. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
George Kittle with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Extra point is
And he's got it up and through.
makes the score Niners 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. Well, that holding calls set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, Jacob Eason steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Eason. Looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Eason. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Jack Doyle, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Eason taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now James returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll toss this right side to Mack. down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hines. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's James. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
7 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Niners' 5-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Eason sets to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mostert. And he's got room. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Indianapolis.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to number 13.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 49ers. 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 9 yards.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
George Kittle.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flushed out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's the option. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
A 41-yard.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tarvarius Moore just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, Eason. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 53 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Niners 45, Colts 27.
here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go play action with Eason.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Paris Campbell, incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Play action. It's Eason.
He's got Jack Doyle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Eason.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's